Hi there, listener. You're about to experience TADPOG. Tyler and Dave play old games, and there will be plenty of game talk, but also copious amounts of crude, off-color, offensive, and immature speech. So if you are of a rather sensitive humor constitution, we're just letting you know what you're in for with this show. It has games. It has jokes. You know, just games and jokes. Take the games, take the jokes, and have a good time.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to another TADPOG podcast. It's a show that happens twice a week where two old guys talk about old games.
Just two old guys.
Just
the handsomest
creeping
boys.
ever closer to death's door by the second. Mm-hmm. Internally just dying.
Just like you, listener. We're all dying.
Just rushing off this mortal coil together.
Mm-hmm. Happy commute. Have a good day at work today. Oh wait, it's Memorial Day if you're listening to this when it comes out. So fuck work.
Stay at home. Contemplate your mortality.
That's that's Memorial Day. A lot of people spend Memorial Day in the graveyard.
Yeah.
I mean, I never have. I never.
Me either, but yeah.
I never drew that connection really as a kid because it's like we never did any of that stuff when I was a kid. So it was like, I don't know, just one day when I was an adult, I was like, oh yeah, that's what Memorial Day is about. It's not just about not going.
Yes. It's not about having a day off from school.
Yeah, exactly. So that's one of the reasons why I'm an awful person.
You're just an uneducated person. It's fine. That's
no, that is true.
That's different.
My parents were the whole, I don't know. My parents never really made a thing about it. Maybe it's just because we didn't have any military in our family.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just because they also didn't know what it was. And they're like, I don't know, we just always get off. You guys want to have a picnic or go bowling or something?
Well, today, it's an all-call show.
Yeah.
We haven't done a solid one in a while.
It's been, a little over a month. We were supposed to do it last Monday, but, Rhythm Master comes in with Soul Sister Yarn Sorceress. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
You're going to push that shit back a week.
Exactly. Well, I'm your bearded host, Tyler. And in lieu of anything else, I had a really weird dream last night. In my dream, I don't know if I was graduating or there was some kind of something had happened and people were coming together and I was doing something.
You were getting beat into the crypts, or
yeah, that might have been it. My dad, of course, sponsored me into the crypts. But I remember the vivid part of the dream was I was back in my bedroom and my favorite teacher from high school came in and gave me a $5,000. Well, it was originally a $5,000 American Eagle gift card.
that's an absurd number.
But on his way over, he wanted to go buy a hat. So it was for $4,989 or something. He's like, I bought a hat, but it's still a lot of money. Yeah. So here you go. I was like, awesome, thank you. And as I'm going through, I put it in my desk, and I'm going through a box of stuff for some reason, and Josh comes over. But Josh, I don't know what happened to him and Nicole, or I don't know if they have a side deal, but he is now with her friend from her former workplace that we've met before. And
I'm trying to figure out who it is without asking you, because I know you won't answer on mic. So okay, I'm not going to pay attention to the rest of the story. I'm going to be thinking about it.
He comes in with her, and I don't know if she has weird scars or marks all over her.
Like she went out with Zaz or something.
Sorta. Only they're circular. They go all the way around wherever they are.
How big are they?
They go from half an inch to an inch thick.
Oh, okay.
Everywhere. And I'm talking to Josh and this girl, and my mom comes in. My mom was going through my closet or something like that. And I'm talking to Josh, and I pull out what looks like a garter, only it's also a rope. And And like, oh, I've never even used this before. And the girl's eyes light up, and she looks at Josh, and she's like, oh, okay, who are you going to bind up with that? I was like, oh, I've never even used it. And she grabs it, and she like tests it a little bit.
I don't know, man. I just got this American Eagle card.
And her and Josh then explained to me that they're very into BDSM. And like all these like marks she has are from where Josh just ties her up with very rough rope all over, just binds her the fuck up, has sex with her, and just like leaves her like that all day. Just basically they unbound her to come to my thing I'm having, and they'll probably go back and just tie her up again. So she's explaining this to me, and my mom is in the closet and turns around and looks at her really strangely. And then like she then explained the finer points of BDSM to my mother. And my mom looks very appalled and takes the garter from her and leaves the room. But yeah, Josh is like, she's telling me, and Josh just, never in real life have I ever seen Josh look so smug and pleased with himself. So I told Josh about it, and he was like, okay. Maybe we'll find, maybe she's our M then. Okay.
What's up, Internet? I'm Dave. I had a dream too. It's not really my planned intro story, and so I won't take much time on it. But Tyler, I sent you a text about this. I don't think you were amused because I didn't get a response. I had a dream where you have a cat that you watch from time to time. You have Caleb Cat, and then you watched Artemis for a bit. Both lovely cats, and I, out of the blue, had a dream about Artemis where I went to a comedy club and Artemis was just on stage performing a mixture of Jerry Seinfeld and Eddie Murphy. Like, Artemis just like cherry picked the best parts of like their stand up and just performed it. And
so she was pulling a Dane Cook, is what she was doing.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. What I woke up laughing, not because of this cat's jokes, but because I woke up laughing because I was like, that fucking cat had the whole audience laughing, and they didn't even realize that she was just stealing bits from here and there. So yeah, it was like a 15-minute dream of me just sitting in this comedy club. Everyone's laughing around me, and I'm just sitting there with my arms crossed.
That fucking cat
with Pilot Wings face on.
Never got along with River and can't fucking make her own jokes.
But what I came prepared to talk about was my adventures through Wendy's drive-thru. Man, we live pretty close to a Wendy's, so whenever it's like 10:30 and Henry's been up doing Henry things and we're hungry, I'm always like, let me just go pick up some Wendy's for us. Mm-hmm. Come back and we can eat and not have to worry about making food. So this is a long story.
Good.
I
love a good long Wendy's story.
I kept getting this hand job.
Lord knows you tell enough of them like to be every day.
All right, so this is a couple of weeks ago. I get in my car. I drive an older Celica. I drive to Wendy's. Place the order at the drive-thru because they don't keep that dining area open. It's late. Mm-mm. It's late. They close that shit. I place the order. I pull up to the first window to pay, and there's a guy there. He's a probably like early 20s, and he says, "Oh, hey, man." I was like, "Hey, here's my card. Here's ring this up." And he said, "You don't remember me, do you?" No. No, I don't remember you.
I was here yesterday when you came and got lunch.
No. Better than that. You don't remember me, do you? No, I don't. Should I remember you? Yeah, you gave me that ride. No, I didn't. Yeah, you did. No, I didn't. Yeah, you did. No, I'm sure. I never give rides to strangers. Yeah, you did. You remember, don't
Unless
you?
This is that guy from Lexington who has somehow come down to work at the Paducah Wendy's.
Polymorphed, maybe. Finally, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that because I just want to get this shit on the road. Let me go to window 2 so I can get my fucking number 6, please, with no tomato. And he's like, thanks, I really appreciate it. I was like, no problem, man. Anytime. Well, I guess I'll be seeing you. And I pull up to window number 2, get my number 6, get Nikki's junior bacon cheeseburger, and go home and eat.
So that's a good thing for Phil Hawkins, all things Tadpog Library.
Yeah.
Dave has number 6, no tomato.
I do like a number 6 with no tomato. They've got this new sandwich, Tyler, that is I think they call it a jalapeno fresco.
Yeah.
That is a good ass sandwich, but it also makes me feel like I'm going to die after I eat it. Not because it's super spicy. It's just one of those things where I guess I'm used to that clean. I'm used to that clean spicy chicken. And when they start cutting it with cheese and all that,
Yeah.
all of a sudden it feels dirty. Feels like Josh Nance is tying me up and feeding me chicken. So tonight, Tyler, I go back to Wendy's. I pull up to get my to order my number 6. And as I'm placing the order, I look over. There's Guy. He is, his torso is out of the window, looking at me. Like he's got like an excited puppy dog, like when they stand up on their hind legs and they put their front legs like on a ledge or something and like push their body out. That's what he was doing. And like, it was immediately, I was like,
You're back out of the
yeah. It's like, I haven't paid yet. This guy, like, I don't know if I needed to communicate it, but like he really creeped me out the first time. Like I
was about to say, so where are you going to go to eat now?
exactly. Now I gotta like go to Burger King or something. So I'm like, oh fuck, it's him. So like I pull up to the first window. He's like, hey again. Hey, remember that time you gave me the ride? Yeah. And then it was just like, I'm sitting there in the car. Like I've got my debit card. Like I've been holding it out for like the entire time. Like when I saw him doing that puppy dog shit, I pulled my wallet out, took the debit card out before I even started rolling up to the window. Cause I was hoping I could just be like, here you go. Run it. He goes, hey, remember me? Yeah, I remember you. You gave me that ride. I know. Thanks again. You're welcome. Do you want to sell your car to me? No.
Yep, $40,000.
I was like, no, I'm not really wanting to sell my car. Well, if you decide you do, you know where I live, right? Yeah, I mean, I guess,
right here in this Wendy's.
I guess I do. If like clearly I gave you that ride.
So, of course, I know where you live.
So yeah, I'm done there. Like I can't go back. I cannot go back. And he was like before I got the second window, before he let me go, the second window, he's like, I work all night shifts now, man. If you want to come by.
So now I have to go through. I want to go through and be like, hey, my friend gave you a ride.
Dude, please drive my car.
Right.
Like, come over to my house and I'll let you borrow my car to go through Wendy's drive-thru. I just want to see what happens to this guy.
See if he's something. You gave me the ride.
Yeah. Yeah.
All red cars must have given him a ride. That's his association. But man, you talking about Wendy's though. You were the one who I first listened to Jim Gaffigan with. And of course, Jim Gaffigan's best bit is Hot Pockets.
Hot Pocket.
No doubt it's Hot Pockets. But the second hardest I ever laughed was because I had just done this. I was listening to it in my car, driving from Wendy's to your house. Because culinary school, we'd come, I'd say Friday, like we'd game my game, then your game, and then...
Culinary school, whatever. That was like part of the homework. Go to Wendy's.
Drive 3 hours, go to Wendy's.
What do you normally order at Wendy's, Tyler? For Phil Hawkins, of course.
What's the spicy chicken sandwich? Is that
number 6?
6, yeah. Spicy chicken sandwich.
Yeah, number 6, brothers.
Yeah.
You keep that tomato on though, don't you?
I do.
That dirty tomato.
It's not... It is like it's made of Jell-O most of the time.
Wendy's tomatoes
Like
are
somebody
the worst. It's like when they order the food, they're like, "Can you give us like I don't know." Exactly like you said, gelatin. Can you give us like a gelatin tomato? Can you just give us a mold that's shaped like a tomato?
And we'll pour tomato into it and then just slice them off.
Put it in the fridge for a little bit. It'll be fine.
Tomatoes that you guys have just kept in a big vat of vinegar. They're just kind of decomposing and squishy.
Do you guys want any like red tomatoes? No. If like ghostly white, do you have like a bunch of ghostly white tomatoes?
Like tomatoes that like you'd swear Banicula just drain them.
If I could build like I'm going to start building the most nightmarish food that I can. So far, I've got 2 ingredients: Subway lettuce and Wendy's tomato. Whatever it is, it's got those 2 things on it.
And the French fries are all that one black fry you got from that local burger place that made you sick for days.
Yeah, that was weird. Guys, word of wisdom: if you're eating your fries and there's a weird black looking thing in there, don't eat it.
We call that the witch's finger. Don't
eat it. I thought it was going to give me powers. It didn't. It just made me sick for literally 24 hours.
Because the Jim Gaffigan bit, like I'm driving back from Wendy's to your apartment because for some reason everywhere you live is in close proximity to a Wendy's.
That's one of the first things I asked the real estate agent. Excuse me, ma'am. Are we within like a 1.5 mile radius of a Wendy's? In case shit goes down, I want to make sure that I can get a number 6 with no tomato.
I'm driving back at Jim Gaffigan and he's talking about like, you ever had that like your whole family's gone for the weekend and you're just kind of just being a slob and then halfway through the day you just realize like, oh, did I eat at Wendy's twice today? And God, I was like, yeah, I pretty much eat at Wendy's twice a day every weekend when I come to Dave's.
Well, look, here's the deal with Wendy's, right? It's like, I feel like Wendy's is that, yeah, you feel guilty. It's like, man, I'm eating Wendy's again. But at least it's not McDonald's.
Yeah.
That's always like the out.
At least it's not McDonald's, and I think it's better than, I mean, most things. Chick-fil-A, I think, is the best.
And they have
around local.
They have the best political practices too.
Yeah. Like I think In-N-Out is the best fast food, but like around here, Chick-fil-A is the best.
Yeah.
And Chick-fil-A is like way the fuck out there. So it's
both of them. There's 2 of them.
Yeah.
There's 2 of them, and they're within.
One's in a mall, then one's right outside the mall.
Yeah, they're like 2 blocks away from one another.
Too lazy to walk in the mall. Go to the other one. Go to the one with 2 drive-throughs. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, I love a Big Mac, but yeah, I haven't. I've sworn off fast food since I started my new workout and diet routine. So it's been about good. 2 months since I've had fast food.
I eat it pretty much a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
I just do.
You can do it. It's fine.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna anymore because of that guy in the drive-thru, but yeah, other than that.
He is very sad driving through the Burger King that's across the street.
Burger King. Let me tell you a little something about Burger King. Mm-hmm. I'm glad that came up. Have you had the chicken fries at Burger King? I know.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I tell you something about the chicken fries at Burger King? Mm-hmm. I hadn't had the chicken fries at Burger King, and I heard about them. I always hear about the legendary chicken fries. I've never really been a real big Burger King guy, and the reason being, when I was a kid, I loved going to Burger King, and I loved getting the chicken tenders, chicken tendies. I'd get the chicken tendies, and I don't know if you remember back in the day, they had like this comic pop art style packaging. I used to love that packaging. And I remember it because it's tied directly to the taste of these chicken tenders. They had this like really like peppery taste to them, and the meat wasn't absolute garbage. So like fast forward 10 years, and I'm like, I'm gonna go to Burger King. I'm gonna get some chicken tendies. I go through the drive-thru, I order the chicken tendies, I taste them. They're awful. They're awful.
Man.
They are like the worst they're like worse than 5th grade cafeteria chicken nuggets. Yeah. I mean, that's like the quality that we're talking about. So I was like, well, I guess I'm not going to fucking Burger King anymore. For some reason, okay, long story. Long torrid relationship with Burger King. They get me back eventually through the Angry Whopper. I hear about the Angry Whopper.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, well, I love spicy garbage, so I'm definitely gonna go get that. So they earned my trust back a little bit. Although, like everything spicy at a fast food restaurant, they like, here you go, enjoy that, and then they fucking pull that rug out. They're like, what do you think about that, fucker? But now you're
Here's something with barbecue sauce on it. No, thank you.
Not
No,
the
thank
same.
you.
So I'm like, all right, I'll try these chicken fries out. Those motherfuckers taste exactly like the chicken tenders of yore.
Yeah.
Man, it was like Nikki had to tell me the other day, let's not have Burger King for a little bit. Because it was like every night I was like, man, I'm kind of hungry. You want Burger King? You want some Burger King, girl? Get some chicken fries.
There are some rants that people have gone on after they discontinued chicken fries for a long time. Because they came out when we were in college.
I never had them then because I was in my BK sucks phase.
Yeah. They came back like last year for like, I feel like a weekend. Because I went and got some and I was like, that was pretty good. I went back again. Are already gone. Already gone.
I don't know why, because A, they're delicious, and B, they are not cheap. Those chicken fries are not a good deal. Like every time I buy them, I'm like, this is not worth $5.09. Like it's just not. It's just not. Like I could like buy a lot of actual chicken for $5.09.
You could buy a bag of frozen chicken breasts.
But no, I mean, I don't know. Clearly, I don't have the capacity to put pepper on my chicken at home. You want to take some calls?
Let's take some calls.
Or we can just talk about fast.
could.
This is a fucking dream for me. I love talking about fast food. Like fast food is just one of those things where it's like the guiltiest of pleasures. It just is. It just is.
You know it's a flavor combination unless there's marinara and sauce involved. I do not like chicken and cheese.
Yeah, marinara is that like...
It has to be like mozzarella or Swiss, and there has to be marinara involved. Otherwise, like, no thank you, no chicken and cheese together.
I never really thought about it, but I agree. I'm trying to think of a situation where I like cheese on chicken without marinara. Man, I don't know if I can think of a good one either.
Because I always like...
Salad, maybe? Grilled chicken in a salad with some sprinkled cheese kind of deal?
That's okay. I can deal with that. But like a chicken sandwich, like I go to Chick-fil-A, like, no, I don't want that. No, can't have it. No, thank you.
That's why that jalapeno fresco chicken at Wendy's felt so bad. I mean, it just felt weird. I'm having a problem with marinara these days.
Yeah.
It's straight up like I have to eat that shit in moderation, or it is like a one-way ticket to Heartburn City, Old Man, USA. It is bad. It is really bad. I guess it's that acid, dog. It's that acid.
Because after we were in college, like one of Meg's favorite snacks that she would eat, because she would make a whole bunch of them, which were like tomatoes, mozzarella cheese, and onions, and like a Ziploc baggie with like Italian dressing. And she'd just make a whole bunch of them. When she'd come back, she'd eat that after class and go to work or whatever. She got where she was eating so many tomatoes, onions, and that Italian dressing that like the acid like wore away at her mouth, and she was having like just like pain or like her lips and her inside of her jaws and things like that from just acid that much over every single day. I
wouldn't have believed that story until I turned 33, and where it's like if I eat, this is so sad, man. Like if I eat 3 slices of pizza for dinner, the next morning I'll be like straight up doing that nasty acid burps the next morning. It is awful. And forget eating a slice of pizza for lunch. Like that's just a recipe for the worst afternoon at work possible.
I wish I had a physical barrier to stop me from eating pizza. Because man, like I have to avoid pizza because like any sort of like barriers God placed upon me for like, this is enough food, your body's had enough, it's fucking removed for pizza. Like
it's really fucking good.
I've become a bottomless pit, even if it's like bad pizza.
Well, I mean, what's that really cliche saying that pizza's like sex? There's really, I mean, no matter how bad it is, it's still pretty good.
Yeah. Because at least it wasn't whenever I was really big and I would stack up those Kroger pizzas like they were fucking a stack of pancakes and just cut them with a knife.
Just throw them in the pizza thrower, man. Just
But yeah, whenever like we'll get pizza after like D&D, we'll order a whole bunch and then like we won't eat all of it. Everybody leaves and like I'll fucking. It's just like I hate myself. And it's like, oh, this pizza's not gonna be as good tomorrow. It's just eat all the rest of the pizza for the rest of the night.
That is a pretty sweet deal, though. By the way, because it's like I don't host many D&D sessions, but like the first one that I did at our house, everyone left, and I was like, I looked on the counter, I was like, combined, there's like 2 fucking pizzas here. What the fuck? And I was like, well, that's a pretty good deal. That's a pretty good deal. I should start doing this more often.
Is this what Tyler's done for 3 years?
It's like I can fucking.
Did Tyler build that garage to host D&D for all the pizza?
I could. I told Nikki, I was like, I could eat this pizza all week for lunch. I didn't because like pizza's not my perfect food that I talked about on the show earlier. Pizza's not my perfect food. I can't do pizza every day, and it's because the acid will straight fuck my shit up. I got to do light marinara now when I order Marco's.
Oh, that breaks my heart because every time I order it, I always heavy marinara.
Oh, no, sir.
And even when it comes heavy marinara on it, I will dip it in marinara.
Oh, no.
Because I always have, anytime I eat pizza, I've got a cup of marinara with me.
Even like thinking about it is like giving me an ulcer.
Well, we should take some calls then before you get a faux ulcer.
I need to get a heavy duty prescription for Pepsid.
Yeah, you do actually. I agree.
So I can enjoy the marinara that I once
We'll
enjoyed.
do it whenever Ken had acid reflux. We had to get that baby Pepsid for her. Look, we'll do that, and I'll hold you and tilt your head back and shoot the Pepsid into your mouth like I did her. It'll be cute.
Yeah. Well, just borrow Josh's rope.
Dave, don't spit it out. I'll pinch your cheeks and blow in your mouth.
All right. I got a call queued up. This is, I believe, the call from St. Zach that I paused a while back.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I ever clarified this, but he did get back in touch with me to let me know that I did indeed play the wrong call. I shouldn't have, because his relationship with Micah now is just, oh, man.
They will kill each other if they're in the same room.
Yeah, they're both pretty upset with one another. So sorry I goofed on that. But anyway, here is the call that I started that I don't think we ever finished.
TADPOG Nation, St. Zach here. Halfway through listening to the LSD Dream Simulator episode, and all this talk got me thinking. I was going to keep this one to myself, but all the dream talk just got me a little excited, and I had to call in. And, well, I had a dream last week where I was, as I am now, at least mentally, and back in high school.
But I was a burrito.
Had knowledge of the future and, what all was going down. But all of my friends are the same, and they have no idea, they don't have the forethought and the knowledge that I have. And I was talking with one of my best friends in high school, and I'm like, how do I convince them that I am from the future, since I still look like high school Zach English? And what I told her was, we have a black president, and next term, a woman is running for president. And, that's whenever I realized it was a dream, because I would never go to the past and use that as information to make somebody believe that I'm from the future. So, if you guys could travel to the past or were flung into the past, how would you make somebody believe that you were from the future? I mean, we're not all as smart as the guy from the book, A Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court, because we don't remember when solar eclipses are going to happen and make them think you're God. But just what would you guys tell people about the future to make them believe that you are from the future? Well, anyway, have a great day, guys, and pay Lord bless.
Thanks for calling, St. Zach. Man, you don't tell people from the past that you're from the future. Okay, next call. Why do that? Why try to convince, hey, I'm not a magical person that knows everything that's about to happen over the next decade or so.
Unless you want to start a cult.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
that's how you start a cult.
You say you're from the future?
And well, you just don't say from the future, but just start making all these incredible prophecies.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Don't tell them you're from the future. Don't try to convince them you're from the future. Try to convince them that you are a prophet or you're a magic man. Do that.
Unless you found your past self. I guess you have to convince your past self that you're your future self.
Here's where it gets tricky. You have to kill your past self.
To replace them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You have to kill your past self. And it's like Strangers with Candy, where it's like all of a sudden there's a 33-year-old dude who's a sophomore in high school. I don't know.
Man, I missed that show. God, it was
It's a good show. I don't know exactly how I would do it if I had to.
Mm-hmm.
I also think it's really funny that, Zach, you didn't realize that it was a dream when you traveled back into the past. It was a little bit later in the dream. It's very similar to when I didn't realize that when Artemis was performing comedy, when Artemis Cat was doing Eddie Murphy Raw, I didn't realize it was a dream until I woke up. I just really wouldn't let people know from the future.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't. I guess I could go to like the comic book shop and just fuck with them there. Be like, guys, you know what? Like, there's going to be comic book movies and they're going to be like the biggest fucking movies you can imagine.
What? No.
People are going to like.
Well, I didn't read the Hulk is coming out. Okay. Well.
Yeah.
Let that third time's the charm on that one.
I hear the Hulk is coming out like 5 times.
With the Punisher. No, just wait.
Right.
Just wait.
It's going to happen. It's going to be happening,
Wolverine,
guys. I got a text message.
Yeah.
This is from, well, here, I'll just get to it. It's from 270. It starts, "Hello, gentlemen, semicolon. Exalted Lord Mike of Purdue with a brand new flavored Would You Rather. Would you rather, colon, eat cotton candy made from belly button lint or suck on a human eyeball jawbreaker? I'd personally say the cotton candy, BC, I guess BC.
Because?
You don't think he's talking about the comic strip?
The cotton candy. You know, the Rolling Stone tablets sitting across the ocean with the reply.
That generally melts away quick, while a jawbreaker could last forever. All caps, exclamation mark.
Okay. One, I mean, belly button lint is not made of sugar, so it's not going to melt away.
It's going to be really gross. Have you ever like opened the dryer and pulled that lint trap out?
I opened my daughter's mouth and pulled out cat fur that she just hoovers across the floor, just whatever she could get. Like the other day, like I'm sitting on the floor with her and she's crawling past me down the hall to some toys that are on the other side. She gets halfway there, turns around, crawls back in front of me to grab a piece of cat fur, shove it in her mouth, and turn back around and try to go. It's like she got there. Oh, I forgot that.
Forgot it.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna eat this cat fur. Clearly, now I'm gonna play.
Happy birthday, Kenna. BT Dubs.
Yeah, it's true. We're recording this on her birthday, but at like in the AM. It's not like she's off partying somewhere. Like Dave and I were just like, we're gonna record TADPOG.
Shit. I'm a little curious about what this human eyeball jawbreaker is, because once again we're in a scenario where it's like, is the eyeball just the core of the jawbreaker, and it's just regular like sugar coated over it? So there's like the regular layers of the jawbreaker. It's just got an eyeball center.
A really hard eyeball.
Or is it a hard eyeball? Is it just a glass eyeball someone told you was a jawbreaker, and you're like, yeah, okay, and you're just sucking on it for 36 hours. You're like, man, this thing does last forever.
Yeah, I guess the eyeball, because like, I don't know, I feel like that would be easier than like having to chew through like lint.
Yeah, they're both really gross.
Yeah,
eyeball stuff grosses me out, man. It really does. Eyeball stuff, and that's not good for a guy with glasses, because eyeballs do some weird shit that you may not be aware of. Or maybe it's just my eye. Every now and then, Tyler, I'll blink, right? I'll blink and I'll open my eye. All of a sudden there's little droplets. There's just
everything's on fire. So I'm blinking.
No, I'm from the future. This shouldn't be happening. I'll open my eye and there'll be droplets of just eye juice on my inside of my lenses of my glasses. It's like, oh, I hope that happens to everybody who wears glasses.
You're a
not just me.
handsome, juicy boy.
Yeah, I've got too much juices. I'm like a fucking Tropicana orange.
I
over
need to
here.
go jerk off. Clearly, it just
It's building up. I mean, semen is shooting out of my eyes, and it's a defense mechanism. I hear, but so god damn. I guess I will also go human eyeball jawbreaker though, because fucking belly button lint, like that's not as gross as an eyeball, as eating an eyeball, but that's gonna be a forever meal. Mm-hmm. Like that's gonna take you longer to eat.
may as well eat a car.
Yeah.
Like,
Bonus question, like 8 fucking exclamation marks. Date, marry, screw, headbutt, reenact the Civil War with, or eat pork with. Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Cox, Lisa Kudrow, Matthew Perry, David Schwimmer, Matt LeBlanc. You're going to start from the top? Who are you going to date? Not their friends' characters. These are the actors.
The actual actor. Who am I going to date? Mm-hmm. If I'm just going to date, I guess Jennifer Aniston.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. What's your reasoning before I answer? I want to know if you can sway me.
She's not the richest one, so I'll marry the richest one.
Okay. No, I don't like that. I'm going to date, I guess I'm gonna date Lisa Kudrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what she's like. So
She's a brainiac, from what I understand.
maybe I want to reenact the Civil War with her.
Might be okay. Might be okay.
All right, I'm gonna change my answer then. I'll date Courtney Cox.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll date Courtney Cox. Maybe. Shit. Fuck it. Matthew Perry.
Not bad. Not a bad choice.
Yeah, I'm gonna date Matthew Perry. All right. Who you gonna marry, Tyler?
Courtney Cox.
Okay. I'm gonna marry, for obvious reasons you stated earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I will marry Jennifer Aniston. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll marry Jennifer Aniston.
Somebody's got to love her. Somebody has to have a family with her. She's having a hard time, according to every magazine.
Yeah, I'm sure that she's sitting here listening, and this is like totally brightened her day. Like she's like, "Oh, there's hope." Tyler, I know you like this turn of phrase. Who are you gonna screw?
Oh.
Which one of the Friends actors are you gonna scrog?
See, screwed makes it sound unpleasant, so I'm going to screw David Schwimmer.
Because it's unpleasant for
yeah,
you or him.
He's my least favorite,
Both?
so I'm going to give him, yeah.
It's like the most awkward sex.
Yeah, I'm gonna like Oz style dominate David Schwimmer.
Oh God. Get Josh's rope. I guess I'll screw Courtney Cox.
Okay.
Courtney Cox, I guess.
So like her plastic surgeon hasn't done enough already.
Yeah.
She's used to be so attractive.
Poor girl.
Man, she is starting to cat lady out.
Poor girl.
Makes me sad.
Yeah. Who you gonna headbutt?
Also David Schwimmer.
No, I'm sorry, you can't do that. You're already screwing him. If your head can reach his while you're screwing him, man, congratulations.
I guess maybe I headbutt. Oh, see, I want to do different with him. So I guess I will headbutt Matt LeBlanc because I want him to make more episodes faster.
So you're bullying him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you might like accidentally destroy his face. That would be bad. Because then he definitely would never work again.
Yeah. See, I really like Matt LeBlanc. I really, really like Matt LeBlanc. But yeah,
well, why aren't you marrying him? You had to go with money.
Yeah.
You had to go with money.
Money and vagina.
Yeah. You greedy.
And cat lady face.
You greedy bastard. I would have to headbutt David Schwimmer. I'm gonna go with Schwimmer.
It's good. It's good.
I mean, I'm just
Can't
gonna
argue.
have to do that. Sorry, I don't really have a good reason.
Yeah.
I don't know really much about any of the actors. Truthfully, the one I know the most about is Jennifer Aniston, just because of her husbands.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tyler, who are you gonna reenact the Civil War with?
Matthew Perry.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have him relapse, and then we're gonna reenact the Civil War, and it's gonna be fun.
like a Cuban Civil War or
Sure. Yeah.
some South American revolution.
Man, I will heroin him up. And be like, you're Che Guevara. Let's do this.
I'm totally going to reenact the Civil War with Lisa Kudrow based on my new knowledge that she's a brainiac. I think that would be really, really cool. But she's pretending to be a man because that's the only way they'll let her fight.
Yeah, it's true.
So it's really, we both actually get executed when they find us making out behind a bunch of sandbags or something. Pretty sure that was the wrong war. Whatever.
It's where all the boys go behind the sandbags.
we were making out in the B-52 bomber.
Those are the fooling bags.
Tyler, who are you going to eat pork with?
I guess Lisa Kudrow, just because Phoebe was such a staunch vegetarian that it would be pleasing to watch her, even Lisa Kudrow, eat pork.
And they give you sadistic pleasure?
Yeah.
I could see it. I've got Matt LeBlanc left, so I feel like that's pretty good. I'm okay that would be, especially if it's pork around.
That'd be a pleasant lunch.
Yeah, around here we've got good barbecue around here. Come on,
I go to Starnes with Matt LeBlanc.
Come on, Matt. Come on, let's get you on the show.
You're listening.
Yeah,
come on down.
Tell please tell Courtney that we're sorry about the things we said about her face.
I'm sure he understands.
Exalted Lord Mike says, thanks, guys, and sorry for being on the eerily silent list. Keep up the good work and talk to y'all soon. Exalted Lord Mike, you're never on the eerily silent list as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, we talk to pretty much every day. So
yeah, you're good, man. We got another text message. This is from 614 who says, fucking TADPOG, if you were forced to watch your parents have sex 2 times every day for the rest of your life, would rather endure it until the day you died or join in one time so that you didn't have to watch them fuck again? And then there is a correction for typos below that, but I'm not going to include that. So, Tyler, would you join in one time to make it stop?
No, I would just watch it and like
give tips from the sidelines.
Yeah, I mean, I could spend that time. I mean, I suppose they could still talk to me, so I'd spend that time to better get to know my parents.
Bonding.
Yeah.
What if Josh was there?
He could just bind them up and we could just stop that. I need to end this right now.
I would not fucking join in. Mm-hmm. That's gross. It's just gross. Watching it's gross, but joining's just grosser.
A lot more worse.
It's just grosser. It just is. Mm-hmm. Also, why am I watching? Like, am I being mind controlled?
Oh, well, it's time by 3 o'clock. Watch my parents fuck fest.
Look, man, I had to hear it enough. I did not want to watch it.
I've never heard it or walked in on it. Nothing.
Thank God I never walked in on it, because that is just one of those things that I don't think I would recover from. I mean, obviously people have walked in and they've recovered and they're living fine lives. I am not one of those people. Like, if I had walked in and seen it, I think that I would have like just shriveled up or like, I don't know, like Ark of the Covenant it out or something. Like, it just would have been a bad situation. But maybe, honestly, maybe it would have been better than hearing it, because like when you hear it and it's like, man, you can't just hear it and like go on. It's like one of those things where it's like, here's the most fucked up thing about hearing it as a kid. You hear it, I hear it, right? I'm like, what is that? That's the worst part. The worst part is like, what is that? And then like,
so then you really listen to it hard.
Exactly.
For a while.
Exactly. Like, it's like, okay, kid detective mode, right? It's like, all right, sometimes at night there's this sound. I got to figure out what the sound is. All right. A couple nights go by. There's that sound again. What is it? And then it's one of those things where it's like, I got to find out where it's coming from. Next time you hear it, all right, it's coming from their bedroom. What is it? Put my ear to the door. What is it? And then like the worst moment is like actually putting it together, which is usually like, for me, for instance, is me, a dumb kid on the bus being like, I hear strange things at night. And then like the 6th grader, that's your parents fucking. Have a good day, kid.
Camera zooms way out. You're alone on the bus. The wind suddenly is blowing in the bus.
They're fucking. So like my dad's peeing on the bed and my mom's rolling around in it. I mean, that's how I get a sister. I know that much. But why's it got to sound like 2 cats fighting in the alley? All right.
One calling the other one a whore, the other one apologizing.
We got a call here from 319. Let's do this shit.
What's up, guys? Kyle here. My question today is, what kind of animal is Goofy? That's right. We're going with the Stand By Me deep cut. And you might need to know the background of the argument, which is, so Pluto's a dog. He walks on 4 legs, doesn't talk, and is Mickey's pet. Goofy, however, can drive, has a house, talks, even though he's probably, he's not scoring well on his ACTs. Let's put it that way. He's retarded. Anyways, that's my question today. What kind of animal is Goofy? Keep work. Bye, guys.
Kyle, thanks for calling. It's a good question. I feel like we've talked about this on the show before, maybe. Or maybe it's just a conversation that I have in my mind constantly.
It's a good shower thought.
It is. The answer, of course, is Goofy's a dog. Pluto's a dog. Pluto's an invalid. That's just what it is. And it's like everyone in the Disney universe just accepts it. They're like, isn't it weird that that dog owns that dog? We don't talk about that. They've worked something out. It's like Pluto's wife.
They're brothers. That one was in a car accident.
He has never been the same. Goofy just can't bring himself to put him down. He just can't. So they just live this way now. They're both happy. I
would assume that the Disney universe has this in common with the Wizard of Oz universe, in that there are dogs, lowercase d, and dogs, capital D.
Did you say the Wizard of Oz universe? Okay. Now I'm familiar with Toto. Where are the other dogs?
Well, Toto is from Earth 616. So
sure, Toto's an Earth dog. I get it. That's where dogs are from.
At least in
how deep does this Wizard of Oz lore go?
At least from Wicked, because there are animals that are regular animals and animals that are sentient. And
is that canon?
Capital. I don't know.
Is that Wizard of Oz canon? So there's dogs. There's dogs in Wicked.
There's a professor at the university that Elphaba and Glinda study at that is a goat, but it's a goat capital G. So he is a sentient, incredibly intelligent goat.
Okay.
So sentient animals have more rights than non-sentient animals.
That doesn't seem right.
So I guess
that doesn't. I think that all animals should be treated equally. Is that what Wicked's about? It's about the animals, like the lesser animals rising up. I'm a lowercase goat. Fuck you.
There is a point where like people just want to subjugate all animals.
Yeah.
So there's there's also a weird element where like they're fucking like the intelligent tigers and like this one. I don't know. There's just one weird part of the book.
Who is fucking the tigers?
A bunch of the students. Like they go to like this brothel /
a tiger, right? A tiger brothel, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. Where there's like this underground thing where people have sex with the intelligent animals.
Yeah.
So
are the intelligent animals cool with it?
Yeah, I mean, I guess they get money off of it. They get paid.
But are they cool with it? Are they just kind of like dirty humans? Dirty humans.
I'll take your dirty money, dirty humans.
Sticking your wiener in my tiger P word.
So that's what I think about it.
That is gross. That room does not smell good afterwards. There's no way. There's no way. So thanks for the question. I feel like that was pretty good. Mm-hmm. We got another call. This is from 904.
All right, fucking TADPOG. Hey, it's Jordan Rao. First-time caller, long-time listener.
Yeah.
Just had a question for you guys. If you guys could play Dungeons & Dragons with either group, would you do it with the Golden Girls or the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? And who would be the DM? Keep it up, guys.
Good question. Jordan, thanks for calling. I remember Wiley telling us a long time ago when he was on this show that you called us. We finally got to it.
Yeah.
I love a first-time caller, by the way. Everyone knows that. Tyler. Mm-hmm. Who are you going to game with? Golden Girls or Ninja Turtles?
Golden Girls.
Yeah? Why?
Because I feel like...
You might see some titties?
I feel like the Turtles are going to play like very one-sided, not very deep characters.
Yeah. That's not the kind of game that you like.
No.
Yeah.
I feel like the Golden Girls will explore and role play and try new things. And of course, Sophia is the DM, and we're playing like we're playing a D20 modern game in Sicily in the past, very mafia heavy.
Okay.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
All right.
Plus, we're gonna have like you play with the turtles. You're just having pizza every time you game. You play with the
You
Golden
love
Girls.
pizza. You love
like
pizza.
every single time.
That's what we do anyway. Come on, it's
Sometimes
no
we
different.
have Chinese
It's a
sometimes.
lateral move.
But the other, like, I could get good Italian meal and cheesecake for dessert.
But then, Tyler, you won't eat so fucking much, right? I mean,
Good.
no.
Good.
This is a hard one for me. And here's why. Given the choice to meet either group, obviously I want to meet the Ninja Turtles.
Mm-hmm.
They're fictional. The Golden Girls are very much real.
Go to Miami.
Yeah.
It's just Betty White living in that house now.
When I said yeah, what I meant to say was no thank you. I mean, come on, this is the Ninja Turtles. It's like, you got to meet the Ninja Turtles. But I agree with you. I think the game with the Golden Girls would be much more interesting. The game with the Ninja Turtles wouldn't fucking last very long. You'd probably get an hour in. Raphael's going to get fucking mad about something. You can't let him run the game, clearly.
Yeah.
He's not a team player, so he's probably running the character that just decides he's going to kill the rest of the players just because that's just who he is. So I'm going to go Golden Girls. But I'm going to eat pizza with those girls. Now, Tyler, if we throw Gilmore Girls in the mix, who are you going to play D&D with?
Man.
You got to include Emily, though.
She was the reluctant player who doesn't really like, what do I add to an attack roll?
Or she's DMing.
I don't know. I feel like playing like Lorelai would play some funny characters, and Rory would be a good cerebral person for puzzles and riddles. Yeah, maybe Gilmore Girls over Golden Girls.
Going Gilmore
Yeah.
Girls. Jordan, we just totally changed your question.
Yeah.
The answer is Gilmore Girls. Let's see. We got another call. This looks like it's also from Jordan. Let's see what's up.
And when I say keep it up, you guys know what I mean. I mean your dicks.
Yep. Thank you. We need to come up with some, like, if we ever change Tropical Capricorn to something, it's got to be like, keep your dicks up or something like that. I think that'd be pretty good for us. Keep your dicks up.
Some kind of Friday Night Lights chant, but only about dicks.
That show's not about dicks?
Tangentially.
I got a text message, Tyler. This is from 503 who says, okay, here, I'm going to give this to you. You ready?
Okay.
There you go. You got the phone now.
I just finished the most recent Star Wars episode, and I hereby pledge $10 to Wiley's You Show Me Yours, and I'll show you mine pledge drive.
All right, that was pretty good. I mean, I'm not going to say that wasn't a weird request or anything, but cool. That actually was from Josh. We got Josh in the studio for just a moment.
See you, Josh. Go tie someone up. Okay.
That text message was from Nicole. She's like, I can't do the Josh voice, but I can ask other people to do it. So, thank you, 503, for texting in. This next message is from Saint Zach, who says, man, you have to explain this one too. Wait,
Okay.
I think I said something on the show that I forgot I said.
Okay.
Zach says, I love crisp, crisscross, cold cologne. : Dave's on a roll, bro. I got nothing. Do you think he texted the wrong number or something?
I don't know. I have no clue what he's talking about.
We talked about your dad's cologne, right?
That was Joop.
Joop.
Crisp. Okay.
I love crisp, but it's not a proper noun. It's all lowercase. I love crisp, crisscross. Now I'm familiar with
Make you jump.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cold, cologne. I see what he's doing with the C's, right?
Mm-hmm.
Crisp, crisscross, cold, cologne. Is that, you think that's how he warms up? Did we talk about like how we warm up for the show or something? Lime face, lemon face? Or, because that's a good warm up. Tyler, crisp, crisscross, cold, cologne, :
No idea. Zero. Nothing in my memory banks.
And then he says Dave's on a roll, bro. I don't know. I don't understand
I don't
it.
know.
I mean, I appreciate it. I love it when I'm on a roll. Like, I love getting praise for something that I'm like super not sure if I'm doing a good job. So I like that.
The other day, just speaking of Zach, he had posted something on Facebook about if you plan on voting for Hillary Clinton, defriend me now and we won't talk again. And
Did you defriend them?
I saw that and I thought about it.
Yeah.
I was like, that'd be hilarious if all of a sudden like half his friends list was just gone.
Well, yeah, that's pretty much what would happen, right?
And then like the first person to like respond was Jacob, who was just like, I think you should reconsider your words, Zach. I mean, I could do this if you mean it, but I don't know if you mean it. And he was like, okay. Then Zach was like, I apologize. I think I do. For people who aren't in the military and realize what a terrible, terrible idea that would be. Everyone, please have your own opinions. But Zach, if you increase your Patreon pledge to $50 a month until election day, I will not vote for Hillary Clinton. You can buy my vote, Zach English, and I will not vote for Hillary Clinton.
Challenge issued. I'll do the same, but you got to kick it another 50. Votes are expensive, man. I'm pretty sure we're committing a felony right now, Tyler. So I don't know, man. Thanks for saying I'm on a roll. Crisscross cold cologne, buddy. All right.
Dave's latest jam.
Here's the other thing. I just want to clarify for everybody listening. That's going to be the end of it. You're never going to hear anything more because what'll happen is I'll get a random ass text from Zach out of the blue explaining what that meant. And it'll be at 3 a.m. I'll wake up, look at my phone, and just be like, and just lay it back down and forget that it ever happened. All right. We got another text message. This is 614. By the way, Zach, thank you very, very much for texting in. 614 says, fucking Tadpog, : if you had to erase one of these games from all existence, which gets rid of all the games that are influenced by it, which would it be? Legend of Zelda, Super Mario Brothers, or Metroid? It's easy for me. Metroid. It's really easy for me. And that's because I played the least amount of Metroid games than like anybody who can run a video game podcast can. Like I'm like the bare minimum for a podcast co-host for playing Metroid. I've only played the first fucking Metroid for the NES and Super Metroid, both of which I've never finished. So yeah, it's Metroid for me, man.
Man, I think it would be pretty fucking interesting to burn out Mario and all the games it's ever affected.
Ooh.
Like,
oh God, that makes my heart hurt, dude.
Like, I want to see what does that do to gaming? Like,
what I imagine is
that's like its foundation fucking gone.
Oh God, yeah.
What happens?
Here's how I picture it. You know how
if you could kill anybody and their line, what happens if you kill Adam?
Here's what I think of. I think of in high school, my sophomore year, in social studies, we had a textbook from probably 1989. And in that textbook, there was a whole chapter on the Soviet Union. And there's all these photographs of people. I mean, they look like people, but for some reason, like, because they're dressed differently and like everything's drab and they're in these factories. That's what I imagine a world without Super Mario Brothers. Like it just drastically affects. It's like all of a sudden we're just like, you know what? I think we should change how we live. I think we should change our whole government structure and just do this thing now. Yeah. I think that's the size of the ramifications of getting rid of Super Mario.
I want to see what fills in that gap. What then happens?
Do you think we get internet porn earlier?
Yeah. I think that's how we beat the uncanny valley and have like real porn video games.
Yeah. What happens to platformers? I mean, that's like. Does Sonic kind of like just become that this is a platformer?
Yeah.
Or does Sonic even happen because it's not in a response to? I always assume it was in response to Mario Brothers.
Yeah. I can't even like. It's like trying to think of a new color. So I would do that just to see what happens.
Oh man, good God, you are ballsy. Yeah. You are ballsy. Maybe the puzzle game reigns supreme. Which I guess technically it reigns supreme right now.
The JRPG reigns supreme.
Well, let's not go crazy. I still think
fighting games.
Yeah, maybe. Good question. Got another call, Tyler.
Yeah.
This is from 319. Here's what's really funny about this. Obviously, Google Translate gives a preview of what the call is all about. And what happens is when Google Translate does not know what a word is, it goes for an approximation, and it puts that word in gray text. So you know, hey dog, don't freak out if this isn't right. Sometimes your mom's not an armadillo, but that's the closest we can figure out.
Throws the spaghetti against the wall, just seeing what sticks.
So what I love about this call, it's just a wall of gray text, except for a lone phrase that's in black text, and that's Doug Benson. So let's see what's up about Doug Benson. Maybe it's from Doug Benson.
What's up, guys? Kyle here. Hey, I just had a really good idea for a new question to be asked. It's called Play This, Not That. I'm stealing it from Doug Benson's podcast where he says, watch this, not that. He talks about new movies that have released and he hasn't even seen, but he still makes a call on them. So, for example, it'll be like, say X-Men came out. It'll be like, X-Men's out this week and you can see, with the guy for Star Trek in it. So that would be like his reasoning for watching that. And you would say, but also coming out this week is the Avengers, and like Robert Downey Jr. is an asshole. So watch X-Men and don't go to see Avengers. It's reasoning that doesn't matter because you're not playing them anyways. So this is Play This, Not That. And the two games I suggest you do an artificial recommendation on are Bloodborne and what else came out recently? I don't know, Destiny. So
what else didn't I play?
Play one of those games over the other, and if it's not based in any kind of reality or any kind of experience, that's perfect. Give the word. Good work, guys. Later.
All right, Kyle. Thanks for calling. Wan, here's the thing. I'm not as funny as Doug Benson, so this might be a problem. Tyler, have you played either of these games?
I have not.
Great. This is going to be really good. I'm getting good, warm feelings about this.
I mean, I know a little bit about both of them, but...
Yeah, me too. I have also listened to podcasts about these games that I'll probably won't play for another 5 years. So I say, Tyler, I say Bloodborne. Play Bloodborne because it's got blood in the title. What more do you need? It's got blood in it. It's probably pretty good. Bloodborne. You are staring at me like you are not on a roll, bro.
No, I'm staring at you because I thought we were being asked to do something completely different.
Oh, okay. What are we supposed to do then?
I thought he was like,
well, I just invented a thing then.
Bloodborne. Don't play this instead, or do the other way. And then
I'm saying play Bloodborne. Don't play Destiny.
See, I thought we were supposed to do one for both of them. Instead of it being like...
play
instead
Bloodborne.
of having to choose one to play and one not to play, I thought he wanted us to do the whole bit with both of those.
I'm not familiar with the bit, clearly.
I've never listened to his podcast, so I don't know. My Doug Benson knowledge is how many times he's been on At Midnight.
Right.
And like the VH1, like remember the 70s or 80s fucking shows. That's all I know of Doug Benson. So I don't know Doug Benson. I don't know Bloodborne. I don't know Destiny.
So how would we do that? How would that work? We're like, I recommend you play Bloodborne and play Destiny. I don't understand. I think you choose one to play and one not to play. Because like I think in his example he was like, watch X-Men, don't watch Avengers, right?
I thought he was. I don't understand. I do not understand this premise of the bit at all. Because I thought he was saying like this comes out, but you instead of doing this, you should instead do this.
Right. Instead of and
I thought we were supposed to come up with the other one. Not be the other.
So don't play Bloodborne. Go give a handy at the tennis court instead.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well, we can do it that way if you want. All right. Let's move on. This call is from 801.
Hi, this is Nate from Utah, first-time caller. I just took an Ambien about 20 minutes ago.
There you go. There you go.
I had some answers to little Micah Purdue's Would You Rather. So I'd say 100 duck-sized horses,
Wow.
one Golden Girls episode, Superman, 90s TV show, American Gladiator, Live in the Future, Super Clear Tramp Stamp, The Front Hole, Eat My Way Through, Roll Up, Bell Bib DeVoe, Poison for the bonus question, very slow paper cuts on the weapons of my hands, eat it all at once and get sick, 4-meter arms, laughing at insurance commercials, waterbed in the church basement, sit at home, watch a movie, have my man cook for me, stuck inside a car wash for 24 hours, hide from zombies, remove an arm, full run-through of Home Improvement, give face to my mama, Taco John's, American Dad, Extremely Cold, Back in Time, jerking off Richard Mulligan, reading minds and flying, and try to go down on a Little Mermaid. I hope that made sense to you guys. Love ya.
Holy
Oh,
shit,
man.
Nate from Utah. That was the best fucking voicemail. You win. We're done with calls. Don't call us anymore. We're stopping there because that didn't make us think about Doug Benson at all.
Oh man. Oh, that was so good. Like Nate from Utah, beyond a super fan, elite fan,
Jesus.
boss fan, if I'm using World of Warcraft terminology. That was epic.
I needed that. Here's what I'm worried about.
Front hole at Extremely Cold.
Here's what I'm worried about.
Mike's biggest gems.
Here's what I'm worried about, Tyler. There's a follow-up call.
Okay.
And man, I hope you didn't fuck it up. I hope you weren't like the last season of Scrubs where you're like, oh, I can do one more thing. But here's also the thing. It might just be, it's always a crapshoot when Google Voice is like, transcript not available, dog. We're not even going to try to give you gray words. We just straight up don't know. So let's see what that's about. It's 42 seconds long.
Hey guys, this is Josh. I just going through some of my old stuff, and I saw a few pictures of swords, and I saw some of my Lego Star Wars game with the instructions. I just wondered if you guys want to play and do a episode on that. Yeah, I'm trying to keep it at 6 for this call, you know. But don't know what else to say, so I guess I'll hear my voice on the podcast later on.
Man, ambient's pretty good, isn't it?
That last part was pretty Josh, actually. I don't know what else to say because I'll just hear him talk later.
So that's the second entry to the Sound Like Josh contest.
Google does not speak Josh. I
Not
enjoy that
at
a
all.
lot. I won't even try.
Not at all. I feel like that was pretty good.
That was very good.
If I was judging, I'd say you're probably in the lead.
Based a lot on the previous call and how much it makes us love you.
Yeah, I know. I feel bad for being biased like that, but fuck it. We got another call, Tyler. Also from Nate from Utah.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Nate from Utah, first time caller. I think last time I called, I didn't even ask a question when I left all those answers for Lord Micah Purdue's Would You Rathers. So here's my question. I kind of stole it from The Simpsons, but would you rather sleep with the hottest guy in the world or sleep with the ugliest chick in the world? And I think I would rather sleep with the hottest guy in the world because it's probably pretty nice. The hottest or the ugliest girl in the world's probably got a little bit of cheese, other stuff
Yeah.
on her.
Pachingo.
And that's all I got. Love you. Bye.
We love you too.
That's easy. Hottest biological guy in the world. Bailey J. Boom. Done. There we go.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Who's the judge though? Like, do you like? Is it
Me.
Okay.
I get to. I mean, hotness is all personal preference,
Exactly.
right? So it has to be like you survey all of God's creatures upon the earth and choose the best and the worst.
I don't normally consider like Cheese on the P Word, which by the way, that's my first rap album. Cheese on the P Word. I don't think that.
What was your rap name? I was Dry.
You were Dry
Tubs.
Tubs. I cannot remember what I was. Man, can someone please tell us that we recorded that, right? Or is that just an off the mic conversation? Because we will produce. We have microphones. We can do a rap album.
We can
They release it to the Patreon donors. We'll do that.
Oh, fuck.
Dry Tubs and the other guy perform cheese on the P word. I don't feel like that's an ugly thing. I feel like that's like a whole
Hygienic.
nother level.
Someone who's pretty can have poor hygiene.
And someone that is unfortunate looking can really take good care of themselves and be like, well, you know what? This might not be a completely uncomfortable experience.
But busted upstairs, I got to take care downstairs.
But I'm going to go with hottest guy. Don't get me wrong. I am going with hottest guy. I just wanted to throw that out there. Throw that out there. Because, I mean, maybe unless hottest guy has poor hygiene. He's got bad hygiene, forget about it. So that's important shit. That's important. Can't be messing with nothing that looks like I got blueberries on it. That just ain't happening. I knew that would get you. That's why I
Yeah.
figured I could make you cringe.
Makes me think of blue waffle, and it's a whole different thing.
We got another call, Tyler. This is from 321, which is 1, 2, 3 backwards. It's like it's counting down to something.
Another Death Valley call.
Motherfucking Tadpog. What's up, guys? It's Paul Cole. I just finished listening to Shadows of the Empire, and it's time for Wiley to put up or shut up. In 2 paychecks, I'll be able to match Wiley dollar for dollar, and I'm committing to that right now. All right, guys. Cheers.
Ruby Baron, Paul Kluel.
Thank you.
Of What's Paul Playing Today fame. Everybody, check out What's Paul Playing Today. You should.
He essentially bought a lot of airtime. So yeah, what's Paul playing today?
That's actually that's all we're going to talk about for the rest of this episode.
Yep.
That is,
you can watch him fight against the emulator on all the N64 games.
That's a good name for a streaming show. I feel like Fight Against the Emulator. Where like that's the whole show. The whole show is based around like playing games, playing ROMs on shitty emulators, playing shitty ROMs, and it's just an exploration. There's really not a whole lot of point to it. It's just about, look at that. That didn't work out.
See, if we can get like Rage Quit Blood Bowl Paul, liquor him up real good,
yes,
and then set him in front of these malfunctioning emulators on like awful games, and just see what kind of magic that produces. I'm
down. Paul, I think consider that as a spinoff. So what's Paul playing today? Yeah,
what's Paul aneurysms? What's the action of having an aneurysm?
Aneurysing out.
Aneurysing.
I think that's the medical term. Aneurysing out.
What's Paul aneurysing out about today?
We'll do the theme music. Just throwing that out there. You're gonna have to pay us. Dry Tubs and the other guy. We will do. Holy shit, man. We will bring some fresh beats to your show. Paul, that's extremely generous. Of course, we really appreciate that. Thank you very much. We'll let Wiley know. And I don't know, maybe we get Wiley to be like, oh yeah, well, I'm going to up it. Let's do that. Let's create an arms race that brings all of our friends to ruin.
Let's just squeeze all the generosity out of our friends until they become bitter.
That's how it works, right? I mean, that's a world without Mario. That's definitely what you're doing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's valid.
Not invalid like Pluto. I've got a voicemail here. Here's another dangerous one. Pooh, boy. It's a 270 number. It's a local number. If this is a dude from Wendy's, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. If this is a dude from Wendy's, I'm not doing this show anymore. Here's the scary thing. It says transcript not available. It's 17 seconds. So let's see what's up. Just silence. Oh God, I hope there's not like a scream or something in the middle of it. Just silence. Just 9 seconds. Okay. This is gonna be really weird when we truncate silence.
Well, it's birds. Maybe they're in some kind of.
Those birds are outside of your garage. I don't know if you've noticed these fuckers, but they don't know what time it is. Because I was over here playing, I think it was Mario Tennis really, really early in the morning the other day, and it was like 3 a.m. Those fucking birds are just out there like, we're birds, man. We don't know what time it is. Maybe they're robots. I don't know. Possible.
We're the dads of the birds you're used to. We get up at 3.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
So that was all just silence. But here's the deal. There's a follow-up call from the same number. Here's what's... okay. Here's what Google Translate says. Hey, guys, it's Finnegan. So
Awesome.
here we go. Let's see what's up.
Hey guys, it's Finnegan. I was just finished the episode with Leva on it and realized you guys are out of calls for this month, so I figured I'd help out. And going back to the LSD emulator game, I'll need to... Dave mentioned something about all dreams come from something you've seen in real life, and I just kind of wanted to dispute, hopefully, one of those dreams that I had, and maybe you guys can help me with your LSD dream expertise and try to tell me what this dream means.
Okay.
Well, the other night I had a dream, and 2 guys broke into my house, which ended poorly for them because I shot them both in the chest.
Center mass. Makes
the
sense.
next time I went outside, something happened to me and I blacked out. Well, when I come to, I'm on my knees in the sand by beach. It may be an island or just on the coast somewhere, but there were 2 other people there that were in the same scenario I was. And in my dream, I knew them, but I don't know who it actually is. And there's a group of guys all around us that are pointing guns at us. And they're telling us that as long as we do what they say, we'll be able to go back home. But the things they're telling us to do are injure ourselves. So we're all kind of skeptical, except for one of the 3 of us who was all for it. He'd do whatever they could to be able to go back home.
All right.
And the first thing they had us do was pick up this board that it was like a 1x4 or something that the end of it was broken into a sharp point, and we had to take that and ram it into the back of our throat.
Oh, man.
One of us tried it easily, and they didn't go for it, but we had to do it enough times until the end of the board was covered in blood.
Good God.
Man.
The next one, I don't remember what it was, but me and one of the other guys that were in the same situation were both looking at each other, and we decided this wasn't for us, so we decided to make a break for it, and we broke free out of the ropes and started fighting everybody. Well, I don't really remember anything else after that, so I'm assuming I died, like they told me I would. But I know I've never seen, hopefully, anybody jam a sharpened board into the back of their throat repeatedly until it was just covered in blood.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think that means? We'll see you guys later.
Donegan, thanks for calling, man. I want to say this before I forget it. How pissed off was the guy who just got throat fucked by a steak when he's like, now you're going to fight him? You couldn't have done that, like, I don't know, before the blood started spurting out of my throat? We're supposed to analyze this? All right, okay, we can do this.
I think that means you want to come back on TADPOG and guest host another show, and then stick around for the 3-way that's going to happen afterward, and we'll let you go back home as long as we can jab our pointy sticks into the back of your throat.
God, I don't know about the steaks in the throat. That's
an intense dream.
But do you think it's maybe the way he told it that made it seem intense? Do you think it was like in the dream it was actually just kind of like lighthearted and it's just like, I don't know, it was just like
he's just skipping through his house, shooting people in the chest.
Yeah, I mean, might be, could be, probably not. Probably just as awful as it sounded.
I don't know. It sounds to me to try and literally interpret it. It sounds like something about protection and loss and self-preservation.
What's up with the beach? What do you think about the beach? How many footprints are on the beach? Did you count all the mercenaries and then of course all the survivors? And then did you realize
Jesus.
There's another set? There's one thing I know about Jesus is he will not stop a dude from jamming a 1x4 in his throat. That's in the Bible. It is. It's in the Bible. I don't know. I don't know. The beach.
I guess it's because he's lost everything.
What's that have to do with the beach? Like a sandcastle gets washed away?
Well, he's not at his house. He's not protecting his family. He's suddenly just on the beach, and he's doesn't know anybody, and he's being threatened.
Yeah. The first part, that seems kind of like a normal standard fare, like protection, right? It's that beach stuff, man. It's that beach stuff. I don't know.
Did you watch a lot of Lost right before you fell asleep?
That might be it. That might be it. You know that scene where Sawyer takes out that steak and makes Jack swallow it like a sword at the circus? Jack doesn't like it, but for a second, you see in his eyes, you can tell he really does.
Yeah. Thanks for calling, Dunnigan.
Thanks, Dunnigan.
It's always good to hear from you.
Please come back on the show. I had a good time. Got another call, Tyler. This is from 763, who says,
Fucking TADPOG. Fish Lips J calling.
Fish Lips
Realize
J.
I haven't called in a while. You guys were saying something about that on the last call-in show. So I'm going to call in and officially start the Fish Lips J Doppelganger Cody blockade again.
Okay.
I saw you guys were doing the Dorkly Top 25 Nintendo 64 list. That's pretty cool. You know, I never owned a Nintendo 64 up until like Christmas this year. And I was like, oh, these games are going to be fucking sweet. And I realized they suffer from horse shit controls. So, I don't know. I mean, you guys just really wanted me to call in. So I'm just calling in. Just say hi. Hi.
Hi.
Thanks, Jay.
Good to hear from you again. Yeah, dude.
Hope you enjoyed that Facebook quiz last episode.
Yeah. Well, clearly he's not listening to this episode because we pissed him off with the quiz. But anyway, thanks for calling. Yeah, we're finding out. We're learning all about N64 games.
Yeah.
They're not that great.
Controls and graphics that are hard to,
They're not that great. On the whole, I'd say not good.
Yeah, so, I mean, Resident Evil, Pokemon Snap, been good. I've been blown away. Well, Mario Tennis. Mario Tennis is probably the best thing we played. I haven't been, like, blown away by anything yet.
No. Pretty sure. I don't know. I hate to be real cynical about it, but I don't think I'm going to be blown away. I really don't like, from everything we've seen, it's going to be kind of like, okay, I get it. I didn't play this system when it came out, so I am looking at it from a purely outside perspective. And that's debatably a good thing.
Yeah.
It's not a good thing for people who love N64 games.
Yeah. People who grew up on it, yeah. That's what Nicole's for. So
yeah. she's our nostalgia shield. Tyler, we got another call.
Yeah.
Looks like this is also from Fish Lips J again. Let's see. Might be Cody. 763.
Fucking TADPOG. Fish Lips J calling in with what I think might be the best kill, fuck, marry I've ever thought of. All right. Kill, fuck, marry. Colon. The broken door handle of Dave's for his car. Neighbor lady's shotgun. Or the glass that Tyler dipped his balls in.
Okay. That's pretty good. It's pretty original. Tyler.
Yes.
Who you going to marry?
See, I like to be the hero, so I guess I have to marry the broken door so I can fix it.
Okay.
So I can change it.
All right.
And put it back together.
I'm also going to marry the broken door handle because I'm very familiar with it. I've known it for years. It's my door handle. So yeah, I'm going to marry my door handle. Tyler. Who you going to fuck, Tyler? The glass?
I'm already halfway there, so I may as well fuck the glass of milk that I dip my balls in.
Yeah. I'm also going to fuck the glass, Tyler. But
we can do it together.
This is the thing. We can make this happen. It doesn't take a whole lot. I'll tell you why I'm going to fuck the glass. I'm not fucking that woman with the shotgun because...
No, I think it's the actual shotgun.
Oh, fuck the shotgun? I'm definitely not doing that.
No, it'd be a rush.
No.
You don't know if it's loaded or not. You're fucking that shotgun.
Dude, like gun safety 101.
Pack that wad in that shotgun, Dave.
Don't put your dick in there. That's what they tell you.
Put on your British outfit. Put on your red coat. It'd be great.
What? How do you know about my red coat? That's like, they tell you right up front in gun safety courses are like, look, we know this thing has a hole on it. Don't put your dick in there. We know what you're thinking. Don't put your dick in there. And that's pretty much it. They let you go. And they give you your gun. They're like, you're all right. You're set. Just go. Just don't put your dick in there. Everything's fine.
So yeah, then just got to kill the shotgun because it's dangerous. It's dangerous.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I don't mind. I'm fine with that.
We're liberals. What do we think about gun control? Do we want to go down this path?
I mean, We're
I know
liberal-ish.
Burger Bottom John Turley is very much, he wants all guns to straight up banned from America.
We're right.
And if he wants to refute me, he needs to come on the fucking show and say otherwise.
or call in. You can call in.
So until he comes on to refute me, John Turley is very much about going full Australia and England and just getting rid of all the guns. All the guns.
Mm-hmm.
Obama, just the stimulus every day and get rid of all the guns. That's all John Turley is about. Can't get him to shut up about it.
Give all your guns to aliens so they can burn it down. They can burn them down, take over the world, like in Treehouse of Horror.
That's about time. I think we're good.
Nah.
Unless you have anything interesting. Unless there's one more that's just like, you're like, oh.
Nah,
no,
let's
we
just
should
do them
this
all.
one.
Let's just do them all. We only got like 12 more. Let's just do them all. That's fine. Yeah, I'm cool to end it. I mean, let's see. We did both the J's. Did we do both the J's? Or did we just... Yeah, we did both the J's. I tell you what. I want to end on this. I got a flurry of texts from 801 who says, first text, how many D8 do those potions Tyler gave us heal for? And that's from Zach Miller. Second text. This is all within like the matter of minutes as far as I can tell. Sometimes I fuck up my last name. Third text. I wish me and Sean Miller had a baby. Fourth text.
That's from all of us, really.
Yeah, I mean, let's face it. Fourth text. Dave, you're a great laugher. Well, thank you.
Oh.
Thank you. That's sweet. No one's ever said that to me before. You sure you don't want to have my baby?
Well, thanks for listening, everybody. You can find us on iTunes, Stitcher, and SoundCloud. So to miss the next episode, we'll be talking about IGN's... Fuck, I did it. I ruined it.
You're on a streak. You're on a streak. Fuck it. Let's do an IGN game. Fuck it.
Original Flavor Wednesday.
Fuck it. You said it. Let's do it. Let's. That's improv, right? Let's yes and that shit.
Yes, and we're doing Sunset Riders again, Zach.
Yep. We're doing every time you say IGNs instead of Dorkleys, we're doing Sunset Riders. Welcome to episode 314 of TADPOG. You guessed it, we're doing Sunset Riders, kid.
Somebody can't fucking learn to think before he talks, so we're doing Sunset Riders.
Bury me with my money. Holy shit.
IGN. I did it. I was just thinking about it. Fuck.
Now we gotta do two. We gotta do two Sunset Riders right off the bat.
Dorkleys, top 25, 18th rate game, Yoshi's Story.
Oh boy, I can't wait.
We got another 5-star iTunes review. Loving it. They're coming in. Now we're up to 109. So we're getting close to me seeing Star Wars. Hopefully before episode 7 comes out, so I know what the fuck is going on. But who knows? But we try to further incentivize you. Give us a written 5-star review, because if there's a game you want us to play, or a guest host you want, or a combination of the two, just let us know. Whenever you put in that, we promise we will get to it eventually.
Don't worry, guys. Like Tyler said, we're going to be back. We're going to be talking about Sunset Riders for like a really long time. In the meantime, you can always find us at tadpog.com. That's where the show notes live. There might be some links or something there. I don't know. I really don't know. I wasn't taking any notes while we were doing calls, and I don't know if Tyler was. I noticed he wrote down the time where I just paused in the middle to send a text to my mom. So I don't know. Maybe you'll hear. Maybe I don't know. Maybe there'll be something in there for that. Probably not. You can also find us on Facebook. We are at facebook.com/tadpog. There's a lot of cool people there doing a lot of cool shit. Tyler will normally make an episode post. That is the best place to tell us how you feel about the show. How'd you feel about this episode? Did you like it? What do you think about Dunnigan's Dream?
Yeah, we could have the Dunnigan analysis.
Are there any like official licensed government licensed
dreamologists?
Dream analysts, dream analysts? Let us know. You can find us on Twitter. We are at tadpog_podcast. It's cumbersome, I realize, but thank you for everybody who is following us, everybody who is retweeting us, particularly our episode posts. That's great because maybe someone who follows you hasn't heard about us yet. Or maybe they'll just break down eventually and be like, yeah, I tried it like 4 times and I hate it, but whatever. If you're retweeting it all the time, I'll subscribe to it. So we appreciate that. You can call us if you want. If you call us, you could end up on a show like this. And I bet that would make your mom proud. You could do that at 270-883-2555. If it's a voicemail, try to keep it under 3 minutes. Obviously, we love questions. Questions are great because it really gives us an opportunity to just not barely know Doug Benson things. So yeah, let us know.
Man, since you said that, the other day I showed my mom the Patreon.
Oh.
And whenever she read "Disappointing Our
Yes.
Loved One," she was like, "Tyler, now you know you're not supposed to talk bad." I was like,
So your mom knew nothing about the show.
we're not that bad. It's
Oh
fine.
my
It's
God.
It's fine. Never listen.
Fucking love that. We've got a Patreon. We got a little Patreon since Tyler mentioned it. I just destroyed that segue. You just set it up. You just set me up for the spike. And I just try to eat the ball. I just try to eat the ball. I don't know. We do have a Patreon. If you want to give us some money there, you can. That is the best way to give to the show if you want to. It's 100% optional. You don't have to. But if you decide to, you can do that at patreon.com/tadpog. We really appreciate it. Everybody who's donated, it's been amazing.
And in the next few days, we will be recording a special Patreon episode. So for all Patreon donors, or now if you kick in $1, we'll send you send us your email or get in contact with us, and we'll send you the episode. And I'll announce after it's done. I'll announce what it is, but
yeah, we'll have to figure out how to distribute.
Yeah,
it's going to be one of those things because it's like
because people have also asked for the rest of Tomb of Horrors,
right?
Tomb of Horrors, and I can do that. I'm just not exactly sure how to distribute it. So
yeah, we'll need to work that out.
Yeah,
we need to work that out. It might just be a thing where we give a special URL or something to the donors that they can go and download it from our site. But it gets kind of weird because then it's like, well, do we want the listener to be able to play it in like their podcast player? Because I mean, that's what I would prefer if it was me.
Yeah.
But we can't do that unless we set up a separate stream.
No, we'll do an honor system.
Yeah.
Where it's just like,
don't listen to this. So I don't know. We got to figure out the logistics.
But
Clearly.
you know who wouldn't listen? What two people probably wouldn't listen, although they are Patreon donors? Wiley and Jacob. Both of them. I feel like if if Jacob hadn't pitched in, he'd be like, "It's not for me. I'm not gonna listen to that."
Oh, so you're saying that they would do good by the honor
system? Yes.
Yeah. I think you're right. I want to thank some people who have donated recently. Stephen Newbold, thank you for your pledge. Tyler Dunnigan, thank you for your pledge. Do you think he woke up from that dream and he was like, I know what it means.
TADPOG money.
I need to give TADPOG money so these dreams stop.
Because Tyler said he wanted dreams to be a superpower dream control. Clearly he's fucking with me. I need to give them money so it'll stop.
Phil Hawkins upped his pledge to make Wiley broke. Exalted Lord Mike of Purdue upped his pledge as well. Let's see. Scroll. Oh, here's a whole bunch of spam email. Someone wants to sell me a vinyl glove. Check that out.
Tired of your hand being dirty when you jerk it? Buy the jerky glove.
Josh Edwards, he pledged. Thank you very much. Saint Zach, he upped his pledge as part of the Wiley / Paul Kluel pledge drive. Let's see. Scroll. More spam. Wow, I get a lot of spam. Nate from Utah, thank you for your pledge. Also, I want to tell you the two things that made my Wednesday morning. Taco John's just pledged $1. Followed immediately by Mondo just pledged $1. So Nate from Utah, thank you for your 3 donations. on Patreon. We really do appreciate it. Also, Jacob York pledged. Jacob, thank you. I told him, I sent him a message like, dude, your money's no good here. And his response was, it's $12. It's $12. So it was really nice. Mm-hmm. Thank you. That's all I've got. Thank you, everybody who has donated. It's awesome. It really is. It's awesome. It makes me feel like we're doing something legitimate. We're disappointing our family members for a good reason. We're saying bad things. Is that what she said? We're talking bad?
Yeah, we're talking bad.
We're talking bad.
We're talking bad. How you want to close it out?
Like Pluto.
Okay.
Like Pluto right after his accident.
Okay. So until next time.
I should have done Goofy, and you should have done Pluto. Yeah. And it's like I just found you at the scene of the accident.
I should have done the smart one, and you should have done this.
Hey, you put those words in your mouth, not me. I mean, I'll text you back when I'm jerking it. I mean, I don't have a problem with. I've done that plenty of times. So go ahead and scratch that off the list.